morning, everybody. And let me a little bit introduce the today, and also at the end I will say also a couple of words. So when we are here, plenty of people asked why we came to Semmelweis University. It could be a very good question, because the program started at the University of Péter, and it could run plenty of other universities. But why at Semmelweis University? It's very easy, because I must say that this program, and not only I mentioning it, but everybody in abroad as well, that actually this program is a program of excellence, and we really want to work in a university which is in the best 100 universities. And if I look at what Semmelweis University aim is, they want to go to the best 100 universities. So there is a very clear match. This is actually a program of excellence, which is, you are the very first of the students you are working here. I think the vision is very easy. Let's think about when a patient comes to your unit, what you do. You can give treatment. Why? Because of science. Why you can prevent diseases? Because of science. 100 years old, they couldn't prevent plenty of diseases what you can prevent today. Why you can follow a patient? Because of science. Why you can send blood to the laboratory? Because of science. When you go to the imaging and look at CTs, MRIs, why you can send the patients? Because of science. I cannot tell you a single moment in healthcare because what is not happening today because of science. I can't tell you a single one. So healthcare without science does not work at all. So, and vice versa, to have a good quality healthcare, it cannot go actually without science. The mission is very easy. We would like to have a new culture, a new era, when really the daily practicing healthcare professionals know what science can help you in a daily practice. However, of course, you always need to be innovative. You always need to have new programs. Of course, 20 years ago, there were other things were challenging when you had a medical training or a medical education. 40 years ago, exactly the same. So you always need to bring new initiatives. However, it's very important that this program is about you and not about the leaders. We just would like to provide you the framework to get knowledge. Think about your very first week. I still remember all of your presentation. I loved it. You came in, you had the presentation, and of course there were plenty of things which actually needed to sort out. Let's look at how much you gain in the last 3 months. You actually know plenty of things, the healthcare delivery methodologies and everything. So this program we are starting here is actually an international collaboration. And in this international collaboration, plenty of much wiser people than, for example, me or the leaders of CTM suggested plenty of things to involve to this program, including Nobel laureates as well. And this program now, I think, gives a very good framework to be successful, to have results. And if you look at the results came out this program at the very beginning, when we started at the University of Szeged or University of Péter, it actually shows very well and very clearly that if you look at this, the patients get benefit. This is the most important. Universities get benefit because of the impact factor. You get benefit because of the knowledge. So everybody get benefit from the whole program. The program is about a hybrid education because we believe you need to have the knowledge in medicine. You need to see patients, but you also need to get knowledge about in the system. So it means that you need to have both scientific understanding and both medical practice. Do understand that this year, year 1, is a gifted year for you. In the forthcoming 40 years in your whole of the career, you will never ever get back the opportunity to have so many science days. Because from year 2, you will go back to practice and you will have 1 day out only for science. So this is the year when you can achieve the most amount of benefits from the program. This is the golden year, this year 1. After that, of course, you can achieve more. You can build yourself up, but not like as much as you can achieve this year. This year, we had 100 applicants. We admitted to the program 83. And in phase 1, of course, we started with the questions. And we looked at how we can have important questions, simplify the question, design the project. I must say, this is the most important part of science. I think you could have a privilege as well to listen to Boton Droska's presentation. It was very clear when he said, the biggest danger in science that there are so many unimportant questions. And the real problem is that you can have the same methodology to answer these unimportant questions. Exactly, you can have unimportant results and unimportant publication. So if somebody wants a PhD, it's easy. Doesn't matter what you ask, you can have a publication. However, to achieve something which comes to the benefit of the patients, it's difficult because you have to ask the best question you can ask. And here, always remember that this is really the best question I can ask. What I would ask the same question when I can have only one question in my entire life. And you have to go through the questions by weeks, by months, until you start the research. This is the hallmark of science. Of course, for everybody we have expectations. For example, you learn the methodologies, you needed to attend the courses, you started actually also your PhD thesis. 78 people achieved phase 2. 5 students, we are already sat down and discuss and stop the PhD because they couldn't deliver those speed what is necessary actually for this study. Last year exactly was the same ratio. We had 91 students and 86 reached actually the first progress report. This is also a sign for you that we have expectations and you need to reach one level to go through. If you look at the academic years, we had last year and this year almost exactly the same distribution of genders. We are still concentrating very much, and most people who are attracted to this program, they are actually the young resident fellows. However, the program is not exclusive, so anybody at the later stage of their career would like to join, it's a possibility. This is an inclusive program, although the clinical medicine doctoral school have the most amount of studies. Generally, if you look at all doctoral schools, so students from all doctoral schools can join. And the other thing, we have, of course, topics in which we would like to have really high number of students. And in each topic, of course, the most amount of people coming from the resident doctor part. But this is also not an exclusive program, but inclusive. We have dietitians, we have psychologists, we have basic scientists, we have physiotherapists, everybody who needs to have scientific part. I am very happy to see that more and more international students are coming. Even I know from next year it will be even more. And this program now is visible also abroad. And I am really happy to see that the number of foreign people, it's elevating. And now when I just came home from the USA and we will also go to plenty of other countries, they also would like to join to this program. And when I mentioned to you that actually the questions, which is important, altogether 154 questions, really brilliant questions with a healthcare level you could ask. And if we can answer these 154 questions, I think this will be definitely goes for patients' benefits. Okay, let's speak about today. Everybody has this program, and like last year, there is a QR code on it. So again, if you go on it, you can give marks for the presentations. Please do. The reason is why. Without feedback, nothing works. You know my feedbacks on the very first presentations, but I also learned a different phrase from Boton Droska. This is a friendly fire. So what I did in this first 3 months, these were plenty of friendly fires to improve something. It's also very important for each of you to get feedback from the others, what you could achieve. Of course, it's not an exam. You cannot be the first one, you cannot be the last one, just a reflection from the audience, which is very important for you. So please give marks for the other students as well. When we asked the student what was the best initiative last year about the innovation we have made, this was actually the question cards. So please, after each presentation, ask questions from each other. And those who have 3 questions, they will have an excellent questionnaire certificate. And Christmas coming, the weather is colder and colder outside. So we not only give you the certificate at the end of the day, but you can have a very nice bottle of wine as well. We always recognize the best performances. And in the first 2 months, Julia Aich and Cindy was the one who received the prize. This month in November, Bettina Budai received the Best Students Prize Award. Concerning the supervisors one, it will be given in the afternoon part. Dezső Csupor became to be the Best Supervisors of November. If I look at the Best of the Month group, this month it was very clear that from November the dentistry group received it. Of course, there is always place for improvement, and I really do hope, and I am 100% sure that students from these groups will also receive this kind of prize. Of course, we can have huge amount of help by the statisticians. The first month, Andrea Harnos and after Péter Fehérvári received the prize. In this month, Zoltán Sipos received it. You most probably do not met or haven't met him yet. He is actually located in Pécs, but doing plenty of remote works from home, but he received the prize. Concerning the best of SMS prizes, Esther Szalai Fanni Meznerics received the prize so far, and Mahmoud Ubaidayat received the best of SMSs. And we always have project students who can give the prize as well, and the best of the month prize in November went to Emese Kasnár from the pediatry groups. Of course, outside of TM, we always have programs, and we are very pleased that still the social club, the sports club, the arts club working, and know that every month we have activities in each club. And in the TM Art Club, also in January, we will have a theater presentations. You can start registering already for the program. We can have in February also a very nice event at the hospital in the Rock. And also in the March program, you can have a very nice ballet at MIPA. Of course, to be successful, it's always need a couple of things, and I try to give always some hints and tips for you how to improve. The very first issue is to believe yourself. As I mentioned, I still remember your very first presentation. When you came, you didn't believe at all in yourself that you can survive by the end of the group meetings, but all of you survived, luckily. But now I could feel how much you actually developed in it. The second issue is you need to have a vision. If you don't have a vision, you cannot achieve, you cannot go through. But besides the vision, one of the most important parts to have commitment. Plenty of people think motivation is important. No, motivation is important to come here, to get the program. This is why I need motivation. But you need a commitment, because you are not motivated every day. Maybe one day you get up, oh, I am motivated to look at the articles on the net. But most probably next day, when you see that you still have 8,000 articles to look, you may not motivated on day 2 or day 5 or day 10. But because you are running, you have commitment. And those who achieve success, doesn't matter as a medical doctor, a scientist, an athlete, doesn't matter. The most important part to have commitment to your vision. And as I referred already, Botond Roska, one of the most important parts is to be workaholic, whatever you would like to achieve. So it was one of the best phrases when he was asked by one of the students that what about motivation and every day, so how he can motivate himself. And he said, it's very easy. I never needed motivation to start working in the morning or to do science. I always needed motivation to stop thinking what I really like to answer. So he needed the motivation to stop working. So to be successful, you need to believe yourself. You have to have a vision to follow. You have to have a commitment to your vision, and you need to work hard. Nothing can replace the number of hours you are spending in scientific activity. Nothing can replace the time you are spending on it. Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. In the morning, I was very happy to introduce that concerning the Best of the Group prize, which in September went to the group of gastroenterology, and in October we went to the group of miscellaneous. In the November month, the Best of the Group prize going to the dentistry group. I would like to highly congratulate for everybody, the students, supervisors, the leaders, SMSs, everybody. So I would like to ask the leaders and also the 2 SMSs to come over to the stage and take the Best of the Group prize. I am very pleased that the Best of the Supervisor prize this time coming to the afternoon session, and I would like to ask Dezső Csupor to come over to take the November's Best of the Supervisors prize. Concerning the methodology supervisors, we were also happy to see that in September, Eszter Szalai was the best supervisor, methodology supervisor of the month, while in October it was Fanny Mesneric, but in November we are also pleased to provide this prize to one of the methodology supervisors, especially from the GI group, Mahmoud Obeidat. So I would like to give you, Mahmoud, about the Best of the November prize. Of course, we recognize the students of excellence. And in September, Julia Ács received this prize. And in October, Cindy received from the dentistry group. And I am more than happy to present the prize for the first year November prize for the best students, which is never easy to get because we have around approximately 80 students each year. And I am happy to announce that the Best of the Students prize this for November coming to this group of students. So I would like to ask Bettina Budai from the gastroenterology group to come over and to take the prize, which is very well deserved about the work of your November